A lot of increased firefighter activity in the Black Creek drainage there on that primary line.
We haven't laid any fire down, but we're going to tip torch now.
Firefighters have methodically burned the unburned fuel above Black Creek Road to make the road a usable fire line. As this happens, snags, which are fire-weakened trees, both live and dead, are falling.
Night shift was patrolling most of the night on the 24-21 road. They did have a lot of snags coming down.
Recently, more and more are falling onto and over the road. At times, night shift firefighters have had to cut their way out because of so many snags, and heavy equipment is being brought in to help keep the road clear. The falling snags and tall trees are just examples of the difficulties and dangers presented by the terrain of the Willamette National Forest, and why managers have, until now, kept firefighters out of the active fire area.
The timber in that location is very tall, 200 plus. And so really we've kept our firefighters in an area that we can be effective. So down on the road system. We've used the aerial firing technique with the unmanned rotor aircraft, so a drone, and we've been using that to strategically put fire on the slope.
Since the fire high up the slope could not be accessed directly, an indirect strategy has been used.
That indirect strategy there, we both put in the control line and we worked fire down off the main fire edge to the road system to anchor it there, to allow us to build a control feature out with either fire or along the black edge going direct.
Okay, sounds good. 30% on the line.
Black Creek Road, while not an ideal place to hold the fire, was the best option on this flank.
That's a good copy.
And now that more and more of the fire is reaching the road edge, firefighters can begin putting it out there and start to contain this important section of the line. Meanwhile, the fire has also moved into ground west of Waldo Lake that's favorable for direct action.
We were able to insert some supplies and crew over off the west shoreline of Waldo Lake in an effort to go a little bit more direct in that area.
Using natural barriers like lakes and marshy ground and what are called minimal impact suppression tactics, firefighters plan to carefully create a fire line from the lake west through part of the wilderness to prevent further spread to the south.
Tying it into this escarpment in here, and then we look to use helicopters within key areas to limit fire spread where we're unable to put firefighters due to the risk and high hazard area of the terrain and the tree conditions.
Water from Waldo Lake will not be used in the wilderness operation. Aircraft are also part of the plan.
We ran scoopers, did sling loads, provided water buckets, did recons, UAS, lots of moving pieces.
Water drops lower the fire's intensity and slow its rate of spread, allowing the firefighters on the ground time to safely complete their work, both up high in the wilderness and lower down along trails and roads. Farther out from the perimeter, fire personnel and hundreds of private contractors, mostly Oregon-based, continue prepping roads.
Prepping means clearing underbrush, removing trees in particular areas, taking care of the snags.
These prepared roads may not be needed as fire lines. However, as the fire season moves into late summer and fuels dry out, there is always a small chance of strong easterly winds, so fire and forest managers want to be ready just in case.
Copy.